The British Parliament had invited numerous witnesses to assess Prime Minister Boris Johnson's handling of the corona pandemic. The result is now clear, and the verdict is harsh. A parliamentary report gave British Prime Minister Boris Johnson bad testimony for his handling of the corona crisis. Delaying a lockdown at the beginning of the pandemic last year was one of the biggest public health failures in the country's history, the investigation report published on Tuesday said. The government's wrong approach cost lives. MPs not only criticized the government's late imposing of lockdowns on its own people, they also pointed out that Britain was very late in tightening its border checks. Accordingly, the government initially underestimated the coronavirus and worked with the wrong models. The government's course should have been questioned more by everyone, the report says. But not too many people did that. The MPs had heard numerous witnesses for their report, including the controversial ex-advisor to Johnson, Dominic Cummings, who was himself criticized for disregarding quarantine rules after his COVID illness. An independent public investigation of the government's corona policy is not expected to follow until next year. But indeed, the UK is one of the worst hit countries in Europe by the pandemic, with almost 138,000 corona deaths. While numerous European governments had already sealed off their borders and issued lockdowns at the beginning of 2020, Johnson was only able to bring about this at the end of March. Shortly thereafter, Johnson himself ended up in intensive care with a corona infection, and numerous of his cabinet colleagues and advisors became infected. At the time, his advisors had long circulated plans for controlled contamination of the population. But herd immunity did not work. And I'll see you in my next video. Bis gleich.